Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be teaching you how to make a short pant with decorative band and elastic and side pocket. Please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So in today's video you'll be needing your scissors, your tape, your chalk, your pin and the fabric. This is the measurement that we'll be needing for this project. So the first thing you do is to fold your fabric according to the highest measurement, which is the lapse. The lapse is divided by 2 plus your 2-inch allowance, depending on how free you want it to be. So I added extra 2-inch allowance to my pant. Then I also measured out the length. So this is just to square out your pattern on how it should be on the fabric. So I used the 15 inches for my pant length. I added extra 2 inches for my allowance. Then I ruled everything out. So the next thing I do is to mark my hip point, which is always 8 inch or 9 inch. So if I'm working with a pant that has bands, I use 8 inch, or a skirt that have band, I use 8 inch. But it's not going to have band, or like a jumpsuit, I'll use 9. So I ruled out the 8, which is the hip point. I ruled it out. So we have the following measurement: the hip and the pant length plus the allowance on it. The next measurement I take is my crotch measurement. You can get this measurement by sitting down on a hard chair. Then you measure from your waist to where your boots meet with the chair. So mine is 10.5 inches. So I ruled the 10.5 inch out this way. So the next measurement I take is my hip measurement, which is divided by 4, 10.5. Then I added extra 2-inch allowance for ease. So depending on how free you want this pant to be, so anything you get at your hip measurement, you mark it at the waist area too. So I squared it out. Then from the crotch measurement I curved it to the hip and smoothing it to the waist area. So the next thing I do is I minus 1 inch or ½ inch from the waist area, but this is not actually compulsory because you are going to add elastic to it. So but for the sake of shaping and to have that kind of that pant shape, I just do that. So then I slant the waist area by 1 inch. So let me just shed the patterns again so you can see it very well. So the next thing you do is to place your tape on the crotch area and mark the midpoint. You understand? The midpoint, that is the center. So the center is 7.5. So this 7.5, I rule it straight. Just under that line, I rule it straight to the waist area. So the reason I'm actually doing that is to kind of guide me on how I'm going to shape my pant. Remember, this measurement, this pattern is actually not compulsory if you are dealing with a free pant, because you want it to be very, very free. But I want my own to be a bit fitted, so I'm going to be minusing 1 inch from the lapse area, that's towards the ending point. I'm going to minus 1 inch left and right, so I'll be getting 7 inch in the both side. So this is it. So the next thing I just cut everything out. So after cutting my front pattern, I fold my fabric again into 2 and place the front pattern on it. So I left 1 inch at the side, then 2 inch at the crotch area. So this is the crotch area and this is the 2-inch allowance. So I ruled this out in this form. Then I deepen it towards the waist area. So I go in by 1.5 inch. Yeah, I deepen it by 1.5 inch. I'm going to connect the crotch, that is the 2-inch allowance that I left here, to meet with the waist area. We are having excess length at the back because of the slant we gave in the front side, which we minus 1 inch. So you can decide to increase the length of the bag, but then I'm not increasing the length because I'm going to add up to 3-inch band, so I don't really need too much length at the back. I added back the 1.5 inch that was subtracted from the crotch area. I added it back at the waist area, so my camera actually shifted. So this is actually the 1.5 inch here, then I added 1 inch all through the other side. So I just have to trace the line again and cut. So I have to, to shed my patterns again so you can see very well. So this is me indicating the right side because this pattern is actually confusing. So the next thing I do is to trace out my pocket. So the pocket is actually going to be in between this line, which is 7 by 10.5. That is the crotch measurement. Then the side is 7 inch. So I just trace out that, that pocket line. So I got a different sizable fabric to trace out the line that is 7 inch by 10.5. So I just mark the points, to trace it out. So I'll be needing just 2 pieces of this fabric. That's why I folded it into 2. So I'll be using it for the pairs. So I cut. So after tracing this pocket, you can be creative with this. You can mismatch or add anything decorative to the pocket, to just make it look beautiful. So the next thing I do is to trace out 6 inch, then mark it a bit straight, then trace out 1.5 inch or 2 inch, dipping the waist area by 1.5 inch. Then I will rule it out. Okay. So to repeat this process again, I have to turn this fabric to the other side. I mark 6 inch as a length, 6 inch as a length. So I marked it out just like this. So to confirm this measurement, you can just mark it out like ½ inch or quarter. Okay. So now at the waist area, you mark 1.5. You can try to use 2 inch. So you rule it out from that measurement, from that ½ inch to this 1.5, just like the one I'm doing. Okay. So at this point I cut. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you're enjoying this video, please drop your comments, your confusion, anything on the comment section. We'll answer you. Okay, so don't forget to share with us your idea about how to make this pants look more better. So at this point, okay, this is how you're going to fold it. When you're going to attach this to your pants, you're going to fold it this way, both sides, okay, and iron it. But then don't forget to be creative with this. I move over to my machine. I folded my edge, that is the place that I slant opened. I folded it this way. So after folding it, I placed it on my pant, just like the way I showed you earlier, and I've already ironed it. So the only place I iron is the bottom area and the side area, but then the other side I didn't touch it. I just placed it like that on the pant. So I stitch on top of my fabric, that's my pant. I stitch the pocket this way. Please, if you are confused, just go back to the previous process and you will see the way I placed it. So that is the way you attach it. Okay, so I stitch it up here too. So I remove the pin I use in keeping them in place, then I fit the pocket and it's perfect for my hand. Okay, so I join the two sides of the front flap together and sew it all through. Okay, after stitching it up, I open it up like this and iron. Okay, so this is the front side. So at the back area, you repeat the same process, stitch it up, open it up and iron. Okay, after ironing the both sides, I join the two pieces together and stitch it up at the side. Join them together at the side. So I didn't really use a measurement for this because I really want it to be as free as anything, you understand. So I joined the two sides together. So I move over to the crotch area, then I need to hem the length of the pants first before joining the crotch area. So I just folded it into two, or you can decide to to iron before you sew. I just fold it while sewing. So after sewing and ironed it, and this is the look. So after joining everything, I turned it inside out and match up the crotch area together. You see the way it's matching up. Then after matching it up, I move to the sewing machine and I stitch it up together. So the next thing I do is to attach the band to my pant. So I measure the circumference of the waist. That is, I measure all around my pant to get the measurement, so as to be able to cut out the exact band that will fit into the measurement. So mine was 41 because I wanted something that can be able to cross my hip. So after marking the 41, I added more allowance too. So I fold it this way, I fold it into two, you understand, and iron it out. So I trimmed out the sharp edge, like I really want it to be this way. So you will see the reason why I want it to be this way once I attach the band. Okay, so the next thing I do is to cut out my elastic. So I used 29 for my elastic because I wanted it to be able to stretch to 31, so it will give me that tightness on my waist. So towards the back side that join each other, I have to attach my band from there, which I'll be leaving a space of ½ inch before I join the band. So the part I'm actually fixing to this is the part that I was trimming out, so the other part will overlap to the trouser. So this is meeting at the right side of the fabric, so you have to stitch all through, you have to stitch round the waist. Don't forget, you leave a space of ½ inch before you start stitching. Okay, so you stitch all through round the waist. Very, very easy. Okay, so this is the excess that is left in the band. I guess that's the 2-inch allowance that I added. So you have to stitch it up this way and trim it out. So you join the sides together. So this is the benefit of leaving ½ inch at the other side. So after trimming it out, this is the result it gives. Then you overlap it back, you understand, to cover up the rough edge at the waist. Okay, at the waist, sorry. So after overlapping it, don't forget that part that I folded will be covering the rough edge. So this is how you actually stitch it to the fabric so that the thread will be invisible. You kind of push it, like open the hole in between the band and the fabric. So this is the result. The thread is almost invisible. Okay, so to attach the elastic, I'll have to thread on top of this, allowing me to be able to accommodate the elastic. So I thread on top of the band all through the waist area. So after threading it, I opened a space at the back to be able to insert the elastic. So I opened this side a bit, then I used my safety pin to hold the elastic in place, then fix it inside the hole all through the waist. So this is the way I do it. I keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing till I bring it out in the other side. So this is how I was able to bring it out. Then when I bring it out, I just stitch up the 2 points together, then I kind of distribute it. After stitching it up together, I just distribute it, so it will be even on the waist. So after distributing it, I folded back the place that I opened. I stitch it back so that it will look neat. Okay. So I turned my pants inside out, and this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to drop your comments on the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I hope you love this pants, and I hope to see you make yours anytime soon. See you in my next video. Bye.